Brittany here at Divine Crown Barber and Beauty Academy. I'm here with Miss George and Mr. George. We're just going to do a short little interview for them to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about the school. Would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself first, Miss George?
Okay, my name is Samet George. I am one of the owners here at Divine Crown. I'm also the program director, which means I write all the curriculum. I am the head teacher, encouragement counselor, um, his better half.
I'm Mr. George. I'm Dean of Students, Recruitment Director. I'm also one of the owners and also that professional custodian, as though I get called sometimes.
So to start off, what motivated you guys to start a beauty school?
Well, we both somehow got caught up in budget cuts. We worked at a local school district, and they had lost their budget, and the entire school had to close down. Curtis has background in building trades, and I was a cosmetology instructor. And I knew that I had to do something to make a financial contribution to my family. And I think really what motivated me was knowing that we have bills to pay. So we had to figure out a way to bring some income in.
Yep, turn your passion into profit.
Turn my passion into profit. I like that.
Yeah, and I just kind of like was being supportive as a better half would do, So I saw the vision and I saw where this could go, what it can become, and I knew it was a mission, so decided to come along for the ride.
So how has your vision changed for the school since you first started?
When we started, I thought we were just going to be a small inner city school with 2 programs. We've come to be a much larger school and a much more unique school. We are the only school in Pennsylvania that offers every program that the State Board of Cosmetology and Barbering licenses for. We have cosmetology, teacher, nail technology, aesthetics, natural hair and braiding, and barbering.
6.
So how do you guys overcome the challenges of running a beauty school amongst your other endeavors that you guys have going on?
Just by taking it one day at a time, pretty much. Looking back at some of the challenges or some of the things that we thought were challenges that we've been able to overcome has helped us move forward on some of the other challenges that come our way.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do take time outside of when we're here, to get together and see what's the pros and cons, what we can do, what we can't do, things of that nature, and doing some networking to see where we can always improve on what we're doing.
Gotcha. So you guys really put a lot of time and energy and effort into
Oh, it
building
doesn't stop
this.
once we close the door. I mean, it continues on. It follows
Right.
you home. That's comes with the territory.
So y'all do overtime every day.
Is that what you call it, overtime?
Overtime. Where's the paycheck for the overtime?
So for those of you who don't know, Two Divine also falls under the Divine Crown umbrella, which Miss Ani runs, who is Mr. and Mrs. George's daughter. She runs that salon. Was that one of you guys' first salon that you owned?
It was actually our second salon.
Okay.
We started before I met Mr. George. I had salons that were called Play It Again Sam, and then once we got together, he helped us develop those. And a little later on, when we decided to go into the school business, we shut down the salons. Okay. And then after we got into the school business, we realized that we needed some place to put our students, and it would be a great opportunity. It was a nice space right next door to us, so we decided to open up the Two Divine Salon.
Gotcha.
Miss Ani at the time was in college, but once she got out of college, then we were able to pass that on to her.
Okay. So you guys started small and you kind of just grew and grew and grew, and now we have.
Well, she lets it be known we didn't pass it on to her. She actually had to purchase
Okay.
it. Nothing wasn't given to me, so she had to learn exactly where we came from. So keeping it old school real.
Gotcha. So you guys have been in the business for a long time. I remember you mentioning that you've been here. You've been decades, according to Mr. George.
Yeah. I actually started in this industry in about 1975.
Wow.
As a hairstylist, and went from being a stylist to, of course, being a teacher to running some programs for some other organizations, and to finally having our own program.
Gotcha. Any words of encouragement for those of us who are just starting out that might be discouraged with their current skills or where they're at as far as their entrepreneurship?
I would just say follow your dream, not your friend. Do what you want to do. We have a beautiful facility here. We're multicultural, multi-ethnicity. We have a little bit for everybody here. And I would just say, once you figure out what you're going to do, just try to stay focused and not be concerned so much about what the people around you are actually doing.
pretty much ditto that. Just keep your eye on the prize, and
Right.
it will come to you. And do unto others as you have done to yourselves.
Work hard.
And that's when it comes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for sitting down with us today. Again, I'm Brittany from Divine Crown Barber and Beauty Academy. And again, thank you for your time, and y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.